Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone podcast. My name is Kathy. You will recall that we have been keeping you posted regarding the so-called Idaho4 defamation case. This was a matter that has been pending in federal court since December 21st, 2022, where a professor of the University of Idaho has brought suit against a TikToker, sleuth, psychic who is located in Texas. That gave the professor the ability to file this lawsuit under what's called diversity of citizenship federal jurisdiction because the parties were located in two different jurisdictions, one in Idaho, one in Texas. The plaintiff was successful in getting what's called partial summary judgment as to liability on two defamation claims rendered in her favor. And there have been two additional matters that were recently posted in this case. One is a status report by the parties. The court had ordered them to provide dates for trial on the matter of liability. That's all that remains to be resolved in this matter. And in the joint status report, the parties propose that the court schedule a 4-day trial on damages only in February 2026 or March 2026. And they also were asked about the possibility for a judicial settlement conference, which would have obviated the need for this trial. And what this joint status report says is that the parties do not have a mutual interest in participating in a judicial settlement conference. And this is signed by Wendy J. Olson and Corey M. Carone, the attorneys for the plaintiff, and Ms. Guillard, who is the defendant. This case is styled as Scofield versus Guillard. It's case number 322-CV-00-521-REP. If you plug that information in to your search engine of choice, you should be able to pull up this entire docket. The second development is that Ms. Guillard had filed a motion for reconsideration relative to the partial summary judgment matter that has been entered against her in this case, and the court has denied that. And you can read the court order if you go to this case, and it will tell you with specificity why the court is denying reconsideration on the matter of partial summary judgment. That is where there's no legal issues that the court has found that needs to go to jury, and that judgment as a matter of law was appropriate in this proceeding. One final note that I wanted to bring to your attention. Plaintiff's counsel, Wendy J. Olson, is the same attorney who has made appearances in Idaho versus Koberger twice. Once in Latah County and also before the Idaho Supreme Court in the Media Coalition's unsuccessful attempt to set aside the non-dissemination order. This happened when this matter was pending in Latah County in 2023. She reappeared in Ada County and was looking to get, on behalf of media, certain documents that Judge Hippler had filed under seal set aside. There was a hearing, and her motion on behalf of certain media representatives was also denied. This will now conclude this episode of the Indie Zone podcast. My name's Kathy. Thank you for joining us here today.